Y'all gonna hear some shuffling around and food because we eat and we don't give a shit. This is part 2 of the Matati, Emmanuel Matati podcast. We got some special guests stepped in. They gonna eat their own separate ones too, but we like, fuck it, we here. We gonna just finish it up where we left off. I don't remember because it's a couple hours later, but who joined us? We got Troy Pollard of FAMU and St. Paul or Minneapolis. Where the fuck are you from?
St. Paul.
St. Paul, East Side.
One time for the East Side. To my right, Mr. Cali himself from Western Kentucky University. Mr. I don't know too much about track, but I'm fast, nigga. Holla at me.
Yo.
Elvion Bailey. What were we talking about? Oh, he's a real Liberian. That's what we were talking about last, I think. About you not winning the step-in Africans where you be an American, but you ain't really make a team.
Yeah.
So you try to act like you from another country. So, but he's a for real legit. I was born there. I fought in one of those wars in some sweatpants and dress suits.
Y'all see how you do me?
He one of them kind of Africans. But all right, bet we back. Part 2 starting. Shout out again to our sponsors, OnIt.com, Spikeys. I don't know if it's Spike with an E and then E's with the E, or if it's just. Let me move this damn plate because you motherfuckers gonna be eating the crumbs off of this shit. Or if it's Spikeys, like SPIKEEASE.com, or if it's just the last E in Spike and the E and E's is the same. So just figure that out yourself. It's a dope product though. What it is you put this little slipper thing under your spike and you can walk on concrete so you don't mess your spikes up. You were doing that hill walking. No more hill walking. Get down with Spikies. Anyway, so we got to the part of the show now, which is kind of cool, where we got the two other guys in my camp that joined us. So, celebrity crush time. So assuming each one of you gets to be some world-class, famous track star, who's your celebrity crush that you like, yo, I'm going to start with you, Toddy.
Easy one, Rihanna. Umbrella, Allah.
Why Rihanna?
Because she fine.
Troy? Don't act like you ain't never thought about this. You act like you ain't got to know. See how quickly he answered? He already know who it is. He's like, Rihanna.
Because I don't know if I should name a celebrity or a porn star.
Doesn't matter. Who, if you could, who is your...
Is she on the internet?
Can she be Googled? If she can be Googled, it counts. And I'm talking about more than just showing her Facebook page or Twitter account when it's Google. I'm talking about like she's... should we come back to you?
Maybe me and Matati will have to fight over Rihanna because I like Rihanna too.
What do you mean when you say fight over like punching a security guard at Walmart fight over, or like, hey man, a war of words?
No, we gonna go 60 seconds. Bare knuckles.
I actually know Rihanna. I can actually set that up. If y'all pass the trivia around, you get points, and we send you on a date of the celebrity of your choice. E, what about you, dog?
Shit. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Scarlett Johansson.
Lucy?
Scarlett Johansson. I mean, you seen her in the Avengers.
I seen her in Lucy.
The Avengers.
Have you seen Lucy?
Yeah, I've seen Lucy.
Have you seen Lucy, Toddy?
Yeah,
Troy?
No, I haven't.
Nah.
Spoiler alert. Don't watch that fucking movie. I like Scarlett Johansson. I'm not judging you for that.
I gotta give her credit when it's due.
But what I am saying is, she took all of she's supposed to be using all her, which we already do use all of our brain. That's a big ass myth that humans only use 10% of their brain. So first fucking plot hole. Second bullshit thing about this movie is this chick is the smartest person in the whole world, universe, whatever the hell. She managed to put all the information that everybody needs. She turned herself into a fucking flash drive.
I seen that shit. Actually.
Bullshit.
I seen that.
And then she goes and talks to the monkey thing. That movie's horrible. Scarlett Johansson. Shout out to Scarlett Johansson. I'm just saying. Nothing about her physical appearance, but that movie, it really changed my perception of like how bad she was. Just it's like almost like, I don't know if y'all this way. Like you could be a bad track chick, but if I watch her run and she's slow, instantly not interested in that shit. Do you just touch my knee?
E.
But Toddy just touched my knee.
You too close.
Yeah, we see.
What about that though? Like the slow track thing. Like,
No,
if it's a chick that's bad, does that affect your attraction to her if she can't run?
I don't mean nothing. This bad.
I just don't care.
Then she can support me.
She's not gonna be in the finals the next day, so she can come in her plain clothes. You ever done that? Anyone ever did that? Like, you know how the second day be the finals? Like when you didn't run youth track though, huh?
Nah, I didn't really.
It's like when the second day the finals and you see them people at the meet and they plain clothes, you like screw up. Like, so even if you don't, hey, advice to the young track athletes out there: if you don't make finals, like say you go to Arcadia or one of these big young meets, you don't make finals, you put on your sweatsuit anyway. And you walk around in that motherfucker, at least make people think you got the finals. Don't put on your jeans and chucks and be walking around like a civilian, because then everybody know you slow as hell and you didn't make the next round. All right? Anybody want to add to that with some advice to the young knuckleheads?
I agree.
But so I'm gonna give y'all a little quick bio on the two cats that just joined us sitting here. We're gonna start with the guy sitting to my left, Elvion Bailey.
That's it, right?
What?
That's right.
That's what I said.
Your left.
No, it's camera left.
Yeah.
Try to play me?
That's why you're a track coach. He couldn't spare spikies. You don't know his left and right.
Y'all go. I'll be right back. You gonna talk about my sitting there? All right. So, Elvion Bailey, Western Kentucky. You didn't start running track to your junior year in college?
Nah,
Sophomore? Freshman year in college?
freshman year.
So, how the fuck? Like, I know. He looking at me like, nigga, you already know the story. You're not talking to me necessarily. They don't know the story. So, you've been at Western Kentucky the whole time?
Nah, I went to Western Kentucky my junior and senior year. I started out in junior college. I was a football player.
So you went with JUCO?
Arkansas Baptist. Shout out to the Buffaloes.
Arkansas Baptist Buffalo. And you know why the mascot's the buffalo?
Why?
I don't know. There's no buffaloes aren't native to that part of the country. I don't know why y'all
right?
went, huh?
I said I know, right?
So you went to Arkansas Baptist on a football scholarship?
Yeah, football. It was just straight football. And then after my first year of football, after football season, I just decided to, like every other football cat, just want to get faster for football. I went out for
So you
track.
got hurt or what?
No, I didn't get hurt.
So what happened after, like, how did the transition from track to football happen?
Well, after
Or from football to track, my bad.
after the season, I just went out. They was already practicing stuff, so I came in late.
And then
So I just walked on
at Arkansas Baptist?
at Arkansas Baptist. Yeah, I just walked on to the team. And then my first day of practice was funny though, because I was new to track, so first day of practice I got peeled. I got dusted, thinking I was fast, football speed, and then eventually I started getting the hang of it. I started out 1, 2, and then I started getting a little buzz, started running a little low. I think around my second year, that's when I got the hang of it. My sophomore year, I got down to a 10-4 and 100, and I was steadily hitting like 21 low, 21, 1, 21, 1, 2. And that actually kind of persuaded me to kind of stay away from football.
Really? Wait a minute. 21-2 made you give up football?
I mean,
You needed some
if
better
you get
people.
looks at colleges.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I guess.
I mean,
That's it.
that's the reason.
Don't lose your day job. Hey, kids, or anybody listening, don't listen to this motherfucker. He's the exception to the rule. Like, obviously, this motherfucker can run fast. He's ranked top 5 in the world right now. But if you're playing football, they get paid a shit ton of money. And if you run a 21-2, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the Olympics instead of playing football. You run a 21-2.
I mean, but that wasn't even the objective at that moment. Coming out junior college, you're just trying to get to, a better college. That's all
I
was
talking shit, man. You know I'm touching you. You get all defensive. Like, hey,
I just wanted my education.
I just about my education. That wasn't my objective. I get it, man. I get it. Troy, what about you, dog? This dude, hey, tell them everything.
No.
Don't front on us.
Okay, man. Some things can't be shared because the statute of limitations is enough.
So, college, track and field. How'd you end up at FAMU?
I was at a community college in California called College of Siskiyou in Weed, California.
So one thing, if y'all get this reoccurring theme that's going on, almost every dude that I've ever trained in my camp came from a small ass school or a JUCO NAIAD too. So just because you're not at one of the big schools doesn't mean you can't run fast times and get something going. That's like, what the fuck, the college of what?
Siskiyou.
What they make barcodes at that motherfucker? What's y'all?
It's in the middle of nowhere, in Weed, California. So went there for a semester. Ran fast. Won the community college.
I wish y'all could see how this dude is sitting. Like,
That's why I'm laughing.
He's out right there.
All right, let me sit back. I can talk how I want to talk from here.
hell yeah.
All right.
You can this.
Let your balls in.
This shit is already on. We don't got no editors, none of that shit. We don't have to answer to nobody. This is 100,000% Triple Crown podcast. It's already, they know it says explicit language because almost everyone I heard, you didn't heard me, I curse. This is just how we talk, dog. We chilling.
So anything on here. All right. Well, let me warm up. Fuck.
No, you want one?
No, I went out there for a year. Ended up running fast. And then got hit up by Florida A&M to come and run track, and it just kind of happened from there. And I wouldn't necessarily say I ran too good at FAMU, but I ran all right enough to get out here with Brent, and it's just been.
Okay, this is a part of the podcast where they start dick riding. Run fast, I got out here with Brent. I appreciate that though. But all right, so good shit now, because a lot of people gonna hear this. Track crushes. Like chicks that you looking forward to seeing on the circuit. Like when you make a team, like for example, coming up, all of y'all so far, like you two have qualified for U.S. Indoor Championships. And by you two, y'all can't see what I'm doing. Troy and Elvion. And Matadi, you lucky because you come from a country where it's like just you. Now, you run fast anyway. You have a good chance you made it from a good. So I'm not trying to downplay, but you already going to be at World Championships. You two can make U.S. Championships. World Championships. Any chicks y'all looking forward to being there? Like, hey, if such and such is there, I'm getting at her.
Well,
Here's your chance. Don't worry.
not
your
there.
girlfriend,
She's not gonna
your
be there.
girlfriend's not gonna listen to this. Don't worry.
I don't got no girlfriend, but
Y'all, Elvion Bailey.
I don't have no girlfriend, but
Oh my god.
she want to be there because she's still in college. So my track crush is Jasmine Todd, University of Oregon.
All right. So, hey, Jasmine, I know we're friends on Facebook, and you probably will see when I post this. I'm gonna tag you in it so you know you were mentioned. I'm playing. I ain't gonna do that.
Go ahead.
Do it. Do it.
So, going to you, Mr. Troy Pollard.
Let me think.
The chick you hoping is gonna be at Worlds or U.S. Championships? Your female track crush.
Not met this girl. I trained with her last year, so probably Christina Manning.
The jumper?
Hurdler. She bad, man.
Christina Manning. Who's the jumper? The triple jumper. It was the KU. You know,
No.
anyway, you say Christina Manning
Yeah, she's an 11.
out of 10.
Yeah, she's fine.
Somebody show me a picture. Somebody pull a picture up. on
Oh,
your
I
phone.
got
Oh, you around it?
I'm looking for it right
In the
now.
background.
Okay, Mr. Matadi.
Oh yes.
Who's your female track crush?
I just seen one in the Utes. Woo.
Who you from? UC Irvine?
UC Riverside.
See, that's a prime example I'm talking about. This chick ran. What she run? Hey,
We
this
don't-
dude's a
we don't- we
Predator.
don't- we
Hey,
don't-
no, I'm
We
telling you.
don't, we don't disclose times.
I'm disclosing times.
What's your
You're a
run?
predator.
Why?
Did you see what he did at the meet? Did any of y'all see what he did at the meet?
Why I did?
So we get to the meet, right? And he's like, hey, coach, you see that chick from UC Irvine?
Riverside.
Whatever.
You know
Riverside.
it.
UC
Janice.
Riverside. This dude just said her name. It just got real. And he was like, hey, you see that chick from UC
Riverside.
I said, what? He's like, oh, over there. I said, yeah, what about her? He's like, I'm hoping she runs slow. I said, what?
What? Quit lying
I said,
on me.
what?
He lying.
I said, why you hoping she runs slow? He's like, because if she go out there and get blessed, then her confidence going to be low. She going to be all sad.
Oh, my time. He'll lie.
Game plan.
I can
He'll
go over
lie.
there and be give her a pickup speech. You know what I mean?
You lying right now.
So at the end of the meet, stop me if I'm lying. At the end of the
You
meet,
lying. You lied already, but go ahead.
at the end of the meet, when she was sitting all down about running 104,
She ran 102.
102, my bad. She was sitting there down about running that 102, and you went over there and was like, hey, you know what? It's okay. You know, every race is going to be a PR. You got to
That
keep.
was a PB.
Hey.
Hey, what's her last name?
None of y'all business.
Hey, all right. Somebody listening to this show, I need y'all to do me a favor because we were trying to find. We put some of we call them assistants, to work on Instagram to try to find her Instagram page because this dude wanted to, inbox her on Instagram and get at her, but we couldn't find it because she did use her real name. So if anybody knows a 400-meter hurdler with the first name Janice from UC Riverside, if y'all could kindly, connect her with the show, we got a real live love connection going on here. You know what I mean? Hey, she's not going to make a U.S. team running 102. But if she marries you, she's got a better chance of making a Liberian team.
You got us messed up.
What? How many female quarter horses y'all got?
We had one in the last Olympics.
One?
Yep.
Yeah, there's 3 spots. So
we take the best.
moving on to other uncomfortable shit that happened this past weekend at the meet. What am I doing on this?
Just looking at old girl.
Hey, oh yeah, you just gave me the thing about Crystal Man. Mr. Elvion Bailey, who doesn't have a girlfriend or whatever, just some people that support him. I guess we can call. Right now we're gonna use code name Rattler. It's gonna be her code name, and so Rattler shows up to the meet after Elvion has run his 400, and he's sitting there talking with her. For good Lord, look, he getting uncomfortable. You see that? He's getting.
Ain't nobody getting uncomfortable.
He over there exhaling.
Oh, you talking about a girl from Mojave? With a Charger?
Oh my God! With the yellow Charger.
Mustang.
Mustang. Mustang. My bad.
You talking about the one, the waitress from Hooters?
Oh, okay.
The casino dealer. No, she's not a waitress. She's a dealer.
Oh, okay.
She deal blackjack.
Yeah, blackjack.
Okay. The one you roll with, okay.
Y'all so cold. Hey, if you don't want us, I see you fidgety.
No, I'm fine.
Safe word is pineapple. If you just start talking about pineapples, we change the subject. So if you say you think pineapple, we talk about something else.
No, I'm good.
This is your chance to back
good.
out. You want to back out?
It's all fun and games. Y'all can go ahead.
Look at he hot. He blowing his fingers right now.
I don't want to do this stupid podcast shit anymore. But I knew I shouldn't have trusted these niggas.
Ain't nobody hot. Go ahead and say. Because trust, y'all times are coming short. I'm tired by y'all laughing.
My time already came.
I ain't say nothing. That's them.
I'm married right now, bro.
Oh, you married.
We're going to find out. Anyway, so codename Rattler. Is that her?
Yeah.
Is that this is Christine, man?
Christina.
Where's she train at?
Let's train with Adidas. With Adidas, but train with Ellenwood.
Oh, Garfield.
Yeah.
All right, I know Garfield. We Eskimo brothers. They don't know.
No, what exactly does Eskimo Brothers mean?
Hey, if you want to know what Eskimo brother is, you gotta look that up. I'm not gonna say that. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't gonna put me out there like we just did E. Dang. Are you train with Ellenwood?
Yeah.
Briefly, on?
Briefly.
We're not gonna go on a rally, dog. We just joking. He was uncomfortable. He gave us. He
No,
wrote.
it's good. Shout out to Mojave for showing the good support. I got to shout her out. She did.
What's her real name?
What's the real name?
What's your Instagram name?
Y'all need to know her real name.
Hey.
Well, you got nicknames for her. That's weird.
Is she?
I didn't give her that nickname. Y'all did.
I don't know her. I cannot. I possibly cannot give her a nickname.
I didn't give her that nickname.
Instagram?
Oh!
You can put that on the ground. That's just to keep the thing. She got to be on Instagram. Everybody has an Instagram. Just like we know this girl from UC Riverside, Janice, 400-meter hurdler that just ran 102 this past weekend.
Come on, man. Lay off her, man.
I didn't say nothing about her.
Be nice.
All right. So we done got on Toddy for being a predator and finding girls that run slow and then trying to be a pick-me-upper. And we done got on E because of Mojave. I believe it's Mr. Pollard's turn. Let's see what. Oh, just not happened actually. So there's somebody in our camp. We're gonna give her a code name too, because we're not about dropping names. And this person, all right. What would y'all say we have in our camp? It's very kind of anybody can get joked on, like how we just did E and how we doing Ty. Like we do that. It's a family environment. Everybody gets bagged on.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings. But there's one individual out here
That's what I call it.
Okay, her code name is gonna be Turn Up. What's the Instagram? Anybody know her Instagram page? Give me the Instagram.
That was kind of be given the.
I don't. Hey, we just said the name, did we? You looking at the Instagram up real quick?
But her name is in her Instagram,
That-
so if we
that's
say the
big.
first thing, it's gonna yeah. There's only one thing that happens to snitches.
Anyway, so this person turns up all the time. They turn in, like, you can say the kindest jokes, and they turn it into something that's way worse than what the joke was. Troy says a couple of jokes about being able to run a time because, all right, there's this meet this past weekend, all right? And it's a paid race in Canada. It's supposed to be professional athletes who do this full time, some of the best athletes on the planet. And these dudes was running times that wouldn't even made the finals in free meets. So he was, cracking a couple of jokes. And Mr. Pollard may or may not have said that he could have ran those times in FUBU jeans, rain boots, and turn-ups eyelashes. And I think that might have hit a chord, and they didn't say nothing, and it just kind of bubbled up into what had just happened was, but I do not know. Do you think it had anything to do with it, Troy?
I forgot all about saying that about that. But it was just the lashes, bro. Lashes. Come on, Tasha.
What? Huh? What's that?
I just
I knew if I just kept going, he was gonna say it. So you're the snitch. See, I didn't say it. I got you to say it.
It's technically it's not snitching. I kind of just slipped up.
Hey, Toddy, what's your favorite track to run at? I'm gonna see how I change this up. What's your favorite track, man?
Minnesota State, Mankato. That's my favorite track. I love it there. That's my favorite track.
For real?
That's my favorite indoor track to run on.
What about you, Troy?
College of San Mateo, Northern California. Oh, it's dope. Like it overlooks the bay. You can see it's up top on the hill. Then you look down, you can see the bay.
It's an outdoor track.
Yeah.
The what?
College of San Mateo. I'll show you. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. What about you, E?
I'd say the great historic Hayward Field.
You ran a Hayward?
Yep.
Oh, NCs? Yeah, NCs. Yeah, I mean, so we
Nice
got
track, fast track.
Mankato.
Nice track.
You just like that track because you got all the records.
No. It's a nice track, and it is a nice environment to run in. All seriousness.
What's a nice environment about it? What makes it such a nice environment?
The crowd. All right, this was dope. The stands and the track is literally the stands literally on the track, so you can feel the energy from the crowd. It's a nice environment, man.
The energy.
The energy, man. It's all about the energy.
Oh, that is dope. Damn. Hey, the colleges. Hey, y'all need to Google images. College of San Mateo's track. That track is not. You know who else have a track that's really dope like that? It's a University of San Diego. Yeah, San Diego State. They track sits on top of a parking garage, and it's a Mondo.
I got a record on that track too.
That's why you like it.
Yes, but it's actually dope.
That is nice though. That's a good ass track. What was I saying? Oh, you talking about that environment. You obviously that reason. You obviously that reason. But so here we go right now. We're gonna do this. What you laughing at? That's Mankato's track?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody else, this track that he's going on and on about, we just Google image it. Yeah, Google image this
It's nice.
Minnesota State track.
Wall? I'm up here.
You like it because they got banners of you?
No, I'm not up there yet, but anyways.
You got shirtless men in your phone, dog?
Just to explore.
LV on.
It's Instagram, man.
Why is Instagram suggesting you look at shirtless men?
I mean, the same. I don't know.
I don't know it. I don't want to go into that,
I ain't
and
gonna
I don't
talk
know.
about it.
All right, so I like to do this thing. I did this a few episodes back with Karate, where I give you a hypothetical situation, and it's like if you're gonna make an all-star relay team, like track and field wise, like who would be your all-star 4x1 team, Toddy?
Oh, let me go last.
All right. You got to let E go last because he's the greenest in the sport. Like he's super green in track and field. So Troy, you go first then because you're probably the most knowledgeable outside of myself, of course. Top. If you were gonna make a relay team. All right, we're gonna do a wait. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do a draft. What's your question?
I was gonna say, now are just all time.
All time
Let
dead,
me just name my top
dead
four.
or
Do a
alive.
draft for me.
We're gonna do a draft. We're gonna do a draft.
All right.
So you gonna get first overall pick. You get second overall pick. You get third. We're gonna do a snake draft, so we can go boom, 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 boom.
For what event? 4x4?
4x1.
What about one?
know them like that.
You don't know no fucking 100 no famous 100 meter runners.
I do, but
We do other event afterwards, so you can try to make up for your shitty picks, which I can see you about to make because you already got your excuse set up. So you got first overall pick. You just making an all-time great 4x1 team.
I get first pick.
You got who got first overall pick? You got first overall pick.
I'm gonna take Gat.
You got Gat number 1 overall all times. Gat number 1. Okay, first overall pick. Justin Gatlin number 1 in the draft pick. So E, who would you pick?
Michael Johnson.
4x1?
Yep.
Okay, Michael Johnson. Toddy.
Take both.
He's like, I got both third overall.
Yeah,
I know.
I'll take both.
Then what we're gonna do is when I post this, once we get these teams all set up, I want y'all to vote on whose relay team you think would win. And this is, you got to remember, this is them at their prime, dead or alive, the athlete at their absolute best running. So we got Bolt by Toddy. Pick Bolt. So Toddy, you get to pick again. Johan number 2. E, you get to choose again.
Oh, I can choose. Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Tyson Gay.
Tyson Gay.
Forgot about Tyson.
Troy, you got 2 picks in a row.
I'm gonna pick Maurice Green.
Mo, you got the GOAT.
That's what I was gonna get to.
You got the GOAT. Shout out to Mo Green. Big bros. So right now you got Gat, Mo Green,
Everybody already said Asafa Powell.
Asafa. You got Asafa. So E.
I'm gonna go with Mike Rogers.
Okay. Mr. Rogers. Toddy, you got 2 picks in a row.
Alright.
This finishing off your team right now.
Give me.
You got Bolt and Johan.
This might mess around with all Jamaican. Really. Give me Nesta Carter. Nesta. What you running? 9-7. And then
You ain't gonna put no Africans on your team? Ain't you African? You don't like your people?
You don't believe?
You don't believe?
and then
Try talking about this pick and shit.
nah. That's the who I have.
You got Bolt, Johan, Nesta Carter.
I'm trying not to make it all Jamaican, but Steve Mullins.
Steve Mullins. I would tell y'all that story about that dude when I was in school. I was in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and we had the 60 final the next day, and this dude was walking like in the middle of the highway at like 2 a.m. Don't ask me while I was out at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
But he was just chilling, and the next day he ran like 6:50 something.
Dang.
Beast. Steve Mullins. E, your final leg?
Everybody got Nesta Carter.
Yeah, he got Nesta Carter.
All right, then I'm gonna go with take it way back, Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
I'm gonna take your way back, man.
All right, Troy, your final leg. You got Mo, Gat, Asafa,
Walter Diggs.
Walter Dix.
Oh, that was a good little pick.
All right, so now we got to go to the coaching strategy. So, Troy, I'm gonna start with you. Who gonna be your first leg? Who would you have pop that off?
Let me see my team.
You got Gat. You take a pen or pencil or something. You got Gat, Mo Green, Asafa, and Walter Dix.
All right, so I'm gonna put Safa gonna pop off.
Okay, that's a good because Asafa got that start.
He gonna pass it to Gatlin.
Gatling on the backstretch. Walter Dix on the third leg because he a 200 meter
Yep.
dude.
On the third, and then I got
You gonna let Gat bring it home?
no, Gat second.
Oh yeah, I mean Mo Green, the GOAT.
Yeah, Mo
The
Green.
GOAT bringing it home. That's your anchor leg. I like how you wrote it all down and then you scratched it all out immediately after that. What's that? Like you want nobody cheating off your paper, nigga? Like what are you doing?
So nobody's trying to match their legs up with mine.
All right, we coming up on 30 minutes, y'all. So it's gonna be a part 3. Apparently, this is the longest one ever. We just beat you, Ray. We went farther than your podcast. So end of it. Shout out to Onnit, Onnit.com. Now check them out. Full of supplements, all kind of things that's going to help you be a better athlete, better person, better lover, I'm just playing. But anyway, check that out. And Spikey's, it's a few other sponsors, but there's a reason why I didn't shout you out. Think about it.